Hello. A wedding is an important and responsible day as it marks the beginning of married life. To ensure that the celebration goes perfectly, you need to plan everything down to the smallest detail. However, no marriage ceremony goes without some non-standard situations. In this episode, you will see curious and amusing cases at weddings that were lucky to be caught on camera. Be sure to subscribe to our channel to not miss new videos. People will go to great lengths for striking photographs. Falling into a lake was probably not in the plan, but having unique shots is definitely guaranteed. The newlyweds will remember this day for a long time, not only because of the beautiful moments, but also because of the bruises. The bride tosses the bouquet to unmarried girls, giving them hope for a soon-to-come marriage. But for some, it's a reason to run in all directions. There's a tradition of throwing mud at the groom and bride, believed to bring luck and prosperity to the couple. But sometimes, the presence of mud is simply a result of weather conditions and the location of the ceremony. The more dancing, the more dynamic and fun your wedding will be. Dance from the heart, have fun, and showcase yourselves. Sometimes, brides lose weight dramatically due to stress before the wedding. In this case, it seems the groom experienced something similar. It's certainly the kind of mishap that friends will reminisce about for years. A wedding is a great way to share your happiness and have a good time. Newlyweds often worry about how to entertain their guests, but they may be surprised at how talented their family and friends are and how they can let loose to lively music. The task was quite simple, to release a confetti popper at the right moment, but something went wrong. Choosing the location is probably one of the main and most challenging aspects of wedding preparation, and who would have thought that this place would turn out to be less than ideal? Even if you double-check all the stages of the celebration, it's entirely possible that the wedding day will bring a couple of unpleasant surprises. It's very important that at such moments, one of the friends can help in some way to rectify the situation. During a wedding ceremony in Arizona, a sandstorm suddenly began, making it difficult for guests to see anything. The newlyweds were left behind a sandy veil, and it can be confidently said that they weathered the first storm of their married life with resilience. The groom often worries as much as the bride before entering into marriage, so it seems his friend decided that the best way to help him relax was to play a prank.
Am I supposed to turn around? Am I supposed to turn around yet?
Perhaps this young man was very nervous before this significant event, so the food didn't sit well. Let's hope the wedding banquet suits his taste and he'll regain the lost weight. What to do if a dog accidentally mistakes a favorite spot for relief with a wedding dress? In such a situation, only a positive attitude toward life can help.
No way! I've got a video.
This girl could have competed in high jump competitions because motivation often helps achieve success. Predicting situations at a wedding is impossible. Even a relatively calm part of it, like a photo shoot, sometimes ends in disaster. If the rings fall, it's said to predict an imminent divorce. But who knows what the folk wisdom says when the bride falls? Sometimes it seems that the most desperate battle is for the bride's bouquet. High jumps, running through obstacles in the form of wedding tables, and even fights. In this case, it's not only about catching the bouquet, but also about snatching it from competitors. Do you think this is a genuine plea for help, or does the groom simply have a good sense of humor? Before releasing doves, the newlyweds must make a wish. If the doves quickly fly upwards, the wish will certainly come true. It's interesting to wonder what the groom wished for. Wedding ceremonies on the pier are incredibly beautiful and spectacular, but there are downsides to such a location. It's unlikely anyone expected that the wedding ring could fall right into the water. What could be more beautiful than a beach wedding? The waves. When cakes are served at the end of the wedding ceremony, the attention given to them is no less than to the bride's dress. In this case, the moment will be remembered, but not necessarily the taste of the cake. Unmarried girls are often ready to do a lot to catch the bride's bouquet, but it seems that men are afraid of it like fire. Everyone is tired of typical wedding photos, and in this case, the bride regretted choosing such a unique but hazardous photo shoot. Oh, these happy newlyweds. No matter what happens in life, they should remember to watch their step. It's no secret that brides get nervous before their wedding and strive to organize it perfectly. And just when everything seems to be going according to plan, a funny surprise can easily push the bride to hysteria. Usually, the moment when the newlyweds cut the first piece of the cake is touching and romantic. But this couple seems to be using it to resolve suppressed conflicts. Dancing is the main entertainment at weddings. However, after a certain amount of alcohol, some movements can lead to clumsy falls. The first appearance as a married couple was not as graceful as the bride had hoped. Gravity interrupted the passionate kiss of the newlyweds and made them fall to the ground. The bride's bridesmaids often get nervous before the wedding celebration, so sometimes they may overindulge in alcohol and be remembered for their silly antics. It's these funny, active and clumsy guests who create a unique atmosphere and leave a lasting impression on everyone around. As we all know, if a girl catches the bride's bouquet, she will soon become a wife. Among unmarried girls, there is always one ready to do anything for such a prospect. The couple wanted to create a non-traditional wedding photograph, and they succeeded in achieving that goal, though not quite as they had expected. The battle for the wedding bouquet often turns out to be fierce, and no matter how hard you try to catch it, fate cannot be cheated. Sometimes the dance and emotions are so captivating that it becomes difficult to maintain balance. After falling, the woman decided it was better to pretend as if nothing happened and continue to move to the rhythm of the music. They come up with all kinds of entertainment at weddings, especially if they are themed. It's important not to forget to inform the guests about the marathon, so they pay closer attention to the dress code. It's unlikely that this was a planned flash mob. Rather, it was due to the floor's surface and a chain reaction that led to the groom's friends falling. Considering that cutting the cake at a wedding is a very important ritual that everyone remembers and is captured on camera, it should not only be beautiful, but also stable. When you want to dance but you're too shy to be the first one on the dance floor. At every wedding, one of the brightest and funniest moments is when the bride tosses her bouquet, and sometimes the competition for it becomes too intense. Wedding photographs are a fragment of memories that will help capture the most important day for the newlyweds and a reason to capture genuine emotions. The moment when the bride and groom feed each other cake symbolizes their commitment to helping and caring for each other. However, it's better to rehearse this process. Otherwise, it's more likely to be amusing than touching. The intoxicated groom was quite uninhibited in his dance moves, and it's no wonder that it caused the bride's displeasure and led to their first argument as a married couple. A beach wedding ceremony is beautiful, but it has its drawbacks too. There's definitely a place and a special role for a dog at the celebration as the groom's best friend and even as a ring bearer. The bride, though not thrilled with what happened to her veil, didn't consider it the worst thing that could have happened. She remained unharmed, and no one even managed to fall.